Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we are going to discuss about the following skills in TOEFL preparation. Skill 10. Okay. For skill 10, so we're going to talk about adjective clause connectors or subjects. So as we have just mentioned before that the adjective clause describe noun, and an adjective clause also could be the subject. Okay, so the position of the adjective clause must be in subject. Okay, so yeah, we have the connectors such as whom for people, which for things, and also that for people or that. So to make it safe, so you just try to use that for connector for adjective clause. Okay, so take a look at for the example. The house that is expensive seems like a great house. So the category or the structure of the sentence is the subject as the house as the subject, and followed with verb, the main verb here, which is, we know that dependent verb, and the main verb is seems, it is a linking verb, and like a great house is just like an adverb. And so the house that is expensive seems like a great house, so that as connector of adjective clause followed with the verb and also adjective expensive. So we could say that the house seems like a great house, so that is expensive, it is identified as adjective clause to give information that describe the nouns itself. So what is the noun? The noun is the house. Okay, so that's the point. And then, so what about the following example? Blah 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 just drop off the package for you is my sister. As I was just mentioned before, so you have to figure out which one is a subject first and which one is a verb first, and then try to find out the object. And then, so take a look at this one. So if there is something like this, so you should figure out that the sentence must be started with the subject. The subject must be noun. So this and this totally incorrect. So you have only two options for the woman or the woman who. Okay, so I guess you could answer the questions. So the answer is the woman who just dropped off the package for you is my sister. This is as a subject, and this is as a verb is, and also object. Okay, so the answer is this, the woman who, because who relates to the people. Okay, next we go to the following slide about the exercise 10. You should have to identify which one is correct or incorrect. Okay, for number 1, so we have the children that were vaccinated did not get sick. So this sentence is correct, and you have to identify which one is a subject here. Okay, this is subject followed with connectors, adjective clause connectors, so this one. And then, so okay, so we have also two verb, but the point is which one is the main verb, which one is dependent verb. Okay, so let's make it quick. We could say that if it is, we have to omit this. The children did not get sick, so subject, yeah, and this is the main verb, did not get sick. Okay, and so what about this? So of course it is adjective clause connectors followed with were vaccinated. Okay, the children that were vaccinated did not get sick, so the sentence is correct. So what about the second one? The second one, it is identified as incorrect sentence. Why? Because take a look at this one. So you have to find out subject first and then subject, and you just find out that two verbs, did not vote and also won. Okay, so you should have to identify which one is the main verb. Okay, so which one is the main verb? Okay, the main verb is of course here. I didn't vote the politician. If you just omit this, you can still have the sentence in a good way, in a good sentence. I did not vote for politician. So this is what describe a noun. Who, he just won the election. But the question, is it correct or incorrect? Okay, so this sentence, this adjective clause identified as incorrect sentence. Why? Because there is a he here. Yeah. For the previous one, we just omit subject for after adjective clause, after connectors. Okay, it's just like this. The children that were vaccinated. The word vaccinated relates to the children. So what about this one? So just omit this, and just won the election relates to the politician. Okay, that is the point. So you just omit this and the sentence is correct. But the sentence is incorrect because there is this one. It should be omitted. Okay, next go to number 3. For number 3 itself, the dog that barking belongs to my neighbor. So what about number 3? Is it correct or incorrect? So find out the subject first. Okay, the dog, and that as the connector for adjective clause. And barking belongs to my neighbor. But the question is, which one is the main verb? Of course, this is the main verb. This is the main verb. So is it correct that barking? Of course not. Why? Because there is no to be. Is. The dog that is barking belongs to my neighbor. So we could say that the dog belongs to my neighbor. So the sentence is incorrect. Why? Because there is no is here. Why this is? Because the dog is a singular. Okay, next go to number 4. Number 4 we have, I took 2 of the blue pills which were very effective. So we could identify that it is adjective clause connectors and followed with okay to be, and but the question is it correct or incorrect? We have the subject here, we have the main verb here, main subject and also main verb, but the question, is it correct or incorrect? Okay, yes, the sentence is correct. Next, number 5. For number 5, we rented an apartment from the landlord. Who does he own the buildings on the Maple Street? We could try to identify which one is the subject here. Of course, subject is what, this one, we, and then okay, what makes is it correct or incorrect? Find out the adjective connectors. Okay, who, and then does he. Oh, is it the structure correct or incorrect? Who does he own? Okay, so it's just like unnecessary information about this one. So it could be, okay, we rented an apartment from the landlord who owns, okay, who owns the buildings on the Maple Street. So this is the correct order of the he. So he should be omitted and does must be here. Who owns the building? Okay. Next, for number 6. For number 6, she forgot to attend the meeting, which it began at 11. Did you find out what makes this incorrect? She forgot to attend the meeting. Okay, so this is the main clause, the main sentence, followed with adjective clause connector. It's supposed to be followed with a verb, but it is followed with it, of course. So you have to omit this. Just delete this, just omit it, and the sentence will be correct. The sentence is incorrect. Why? Because it is it here. Okay, the sentence is incorrect. Number 7. For number 7, any student who doesn't turn in the paper by Friday will fail the class. Correct or incorrect? Subject, any student will fail the class. So this is adjective clause. But the question, is it correct or incorrect? Who doesn't? The student who doesn't. Who doesn't relates to the student. So the sentence is correct. Good. And what about number 8? For number 8 itself, we have people which came in late had to sit at the back. So, is it correct or incorrect? We have for number 8. So what do you say about this one? Which? Okay, we could say that which is a connector for things, but the problem is people. Okay, it should be who or that. The people who came, okay, the people who came in late had to sit at the back, or the people that came in late had to sit at the back. That's the point, because the incorrect connector should be who or that, because the people. Next, for number 9, the courses that satisfy the graduation requirements, they are difficult. Is it correct or incorrect? Of course, it is incorrect. Why? Because we have extra subject here. So the extra subject, this one, just omit they. The courses that satisfy the graduation requirement are difficult. So just omit this one. Okay, what about number 10? For number 10, so we have, after dinner, she went to visit her parents who were living down the street. Is it correct or incorrect? She went to visit her parents who were living. Okay, who were living relates to her parents. Okay, so the sentence is correct. So that's all for explanation for skills 10, and please do the following exercise and see you next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.